Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this stitch. I think you can make a blanket for a baby or for you, even for adults, but it's gonna eat a lot of yarn. The sides are looking great, so I don't think you're gonna need a border, but if you like you can put a border. So this is the back of the work. Yeah, it looks like this, and this is the front. It's quite reversible, let's say. Yeah, the stitch, only 2 rows repeat. Very easy, but you know, like I said, it's gonna eat a lot of yarn. So if you have yarn to get rid of, and you can change colors, variegated yarn with this stitch, I think it's nice. So this stitch works with multiples of 10 plus 5 more, and after you chain multiples of 10 and the 5, then you're gonna chain 2 more. So if it's easy for you to remember this stitch multiples of 10 plus 7 more, then I think it's perfect. I'm gonna work with a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, even though this yarn recommends that I should use 3.5, but I want the stitches to be a little bit bigger. So I chained the multiples of 10 and the 5, so now I'm gonna chain 2 more. We're gonna skip the first 3 chains, 1 2 3, and in the 4th chain we're gonna do a double crochet. Okay, and now in the next 3 chains we're gonna do double crochet. So we have to have 5 double crochets together, including the chain. Yeah, so yarn over the hook, move to the next chain and do a double crochet. So we have 3, move to the next chain, the 4th double crochet, and move to the next, the 5th. So we should have 4 double crochet, and the 5th one is the chain. Yeah, so yarn over the hook, and from now on we're gonna do like this. We're gonna skip the next 2 chains, and in the 3rd chain we're gonna do the puff. So pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again into the same chain, pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again and pull up a loop. Yeah, a loop, then pull the yarn through all these loops, but not this one. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 3, yarn over the hook. We're gonna go back into the same chain where we did this puff, and we're gonna do 1 more puff. So pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again and pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again into the chain and pull up a loop. So you're gonna pull the yarn through all these loops, not this one, and pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 3. So we're gonna do 1 more puff. So we're gonna go back into the same chain where we did those 2 puffs, and we're gonna do 1 more puff. You can make the puffs as high as you like. Pull the yarn to the last 2, and now we're gonna do like this. We're gonna skip the next 2 chains. You're gonna have to be careful with the chain next to these puffs, because we put so much, it's gonna be hidden. So we're gonna skip the 2 chains, 1 2, and in the 3rd we're gonna do a double crochet. So in the next 4, 1 2 3 4 chains we're gonna do double crochet. So in total we should have 5 double crochet. So move to the next chain, double crochet, next chain, double crochet. So we have 3, we have to do 2 more, next chain, double crochet, next chain, double crochet. So we should have 5 in total. Yeah. So now yarn over the hook, we're gonna skip the next 2 chains, 1 2, and in the 3rd we're gonna do those 3 puffs. So once, twice, and the 3rd time. Pull the yarn through all the loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 3. So we're gonna go back again into the same chain and do the second puff. So you're gonna go inside 3 times. So pull the yarn through all the loops, you have 2 left, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 3. And now we're going to go back again into the same chain and do the third puff. Okay, yarn over the hook. We're going to skip the next two chains, 1, 2, and in the third we're going to start with a double crochet, and in there we should have left 4 chains. So with these 5, 1, 2, 3, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to put 4 double crochets. So we started with 5 double crochet in the beginning of the row. We're going to finish with 5 double crochets. So 2, 3, 4. That's why it's, you know, starting with a double crochet and finishing with a double crochet, it's nice for a border. Yeah, so we have 5 double crochets there. It's gonna look like this. Yeah, so now you're gonna chain 2. You're always gonna chain 2 at the end. You turn your work, and now yarn over the hook. We're gonna work with the front post double crochet. So in we're not gonna do here because we have the chain. So in the next 4 double crochets we're gonna do in each of them front post double crochet. So this is the one, the second, the third, and the last double crochet, 4th. And this is one of the rows that you're gonna repeat. Yeah, one of the 2 rows. So now we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna move to the puffs. You're gonna skip the first puff, and the one in the middle, the second one, into the stitch there you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 3, yarn over the hook, and we have the next 5 double crochets in which we're gonna place in each of them front post. So you move to the first one and you're gonna start doing the front post double crochet. So the first one, you move to the second double crochet and do a front post, the third, the fourth, and the fifth one, chain 3, and you're gonna move to the cluster of puffs, skip the first one and the one in the middle, right there on top into the stitch. You're gonna do a single crochet, chain 3, yarn over the hook, and we have the 4 double crochet and the chain 3. So we're gonna do in each these 4 double crochet, we're gonna do front post double crochet, and in the top chain here on top we're gonna do a double crochet. Yeah, so you're gonna go to the first one, you're gonna do a front post, move to the next double crochet, front post double crochet, move to the third, and the fourth one, yarn over the hook, and on top of the chain here, the top chain, gonna go in there and you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, turn your work. It's gonna look like this. So you see, this is the back and this is the front. It looks a little bit different. Yeah, so this is nice to work with thinner yarn, I think, with this stitch, but you can make with a whatever you want with a big thick yarn. So now we have 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here we have the chain, so we're gonna do front post. So you're gonna work only with front post. In each of those 4 double crochets we're gonna do front post. Move to the 4th one, and now where we did that, you're gonna skip this chain 3, and where is this single crochet here on top of this puff, the one in the middle, you're gonna start doing the puff. So you go into that single crochet into the stitch and you start doing the puff. pull the yarn through all those loops, pull the yarn to the last two, chain 3, and you move back again into the stitch and do the second puff. Pull the yarn to those loops, last two, chain 3, and you go back again and do the third puff. And like I said, you can raise this loop as high as you like the puffs to be, or smaller, doesn't matter, it's up to you. Now, yarn over the hook, we have the next 5 double crochets here, well, the front post from the previous row, so we're gonna do front post in each of them. So move to the first one and do a front post, double crochet, move to the second, and so on. It's a very easy stitch. The third one, the fourth, and the fifth. So now you move to the puffs, you skip this. So in here, into the single crochet, into the stitch, you're going to start to do the 3 puffs with the 3 chains in between the puffs. How many did I do that? So you chain 3, and you go back again into the stitch and do the second puff. Chain 3, and you go back again and do the third one. Okay, and now you have here, yarn over the hook, you have the last 4 double crochets, 1 2 3 4, and the chain. Yeah, so we're gonna do front post in those 4 double crochet, or the front post from the previous row, and you're gonna do front post. At least the front post, it's easy. So the last double crochet is here, so you're gonna do a front post double crochet, and in the chain we have the chain 2, so you go on to skip the first chain and the second, right there on top of the second chain, you're gonna do a double crochet. So again, you're gonna chain 2, turn your work, looks like this. So now you're gonna repeat the row with the chains, yeah, but you're gonna do front post in each double crochet, so you have 4 here. So you're gonna do front post in each of them, move to the third one and the fourth, chain 3. So now we're gonna go to the puffs, the one in the middle, into the stitch there, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 3, and now we're gonna move to the next 5 double crochet, or the front post from the previous row, and you're gonna do in each of them front post double crochet. So you should have 5 front posts. Yeah, this stitch is really easy, and it goes fast, but well, it's gonna eat a lot of yarn, but it looks so nice. So again, you're gonna chain 3, you're gonna move to the flowers, petals, puffs, and the one in the middle, you're gonna do a single crochet on top there, chain 3, yarn over the hook, and you have the 4 1 2 3 4 double crochet and the chain 2. So you're gonna go and you're gonna do 4 front posts in each of those. Okay, and the last double crochet there, or the front post from the previous row, you're gonna do a front post, yarn over the hook, and in the chain 2 on top there, you're gonna go in there and gonna do a double crochet, you're gonna chain 2, and now you're gonna start the row doing the puffs. Yeah, so you're gonna do 4 front posts here in the beginning, then you're gonna go into the single crochet here on top, and you're gonna place 1 puff, chain 3, 1 puff, chain 3, and the last puff, and front post in all these 5, and so on. It's really easy, but like I said, if you have a lot of yarn and you want to get rid of, you know, but I will suggest do the how you say this front post, pull the loop enough, because otherwise it's gonna be really shrinking. Yeah, so So this is the stitch. Well, I hope you like. It's very easy and goes really fast, and the sides are really nice. And this is what we worked up until now. Very easy, this one. So yeah, well, if you have, you know, enough yarn and you want to do a baby blanket or whatever, I think it's nice. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Have a good day.